when I look at these, I kind of get blinded a bit by all of the data. It almost looks like just looking at Google Analytics or some sort of data warehouse of data. I have a hard time really interpreting it. And that's because there's just too much on here. Perfection with data visualization is achieved not when there's nothing more to add, but when there's nothing left to take away. We really want the data visualizations to be a simplified version of data so that we can make those actionable insights. Because data visualizations like this, I can't make any conclusions off of this unless I really hone in on one area or another. So putting everything together in one giant dashboard can be somewhat challenging and can be somewhat difficult for people to interpret. And if you've got dashboards that you're sending to your C-level executives and they're going, well, I'm not going to look at this, it's because they can't understand the data because there's too much there. Needing to make clean dashboards is really important when it comes to visualizing your data. So how do we get started with creating dashboards and data visualizations that are going to actually work well for you? There are 3 things that you need to create a data visualization or a dashboard. You need data, could be from multiple sources, multiple data sets. You need a tool to create those visuals, and you need a dashboard strategy. Now, these are the 3 things you need, but honestly, I would flip these on their head and say the first thing you really need to be thinking about is strategy. What kind of report do you need to create? What are you trying to answer? What is your goal? And what are the metrics that are going to help you understand that goal? Then you can dive into where you're going to get those metrics or that data. And then you can dive into what tools will work best to create these visuals. So starting with your strategy, as I mentioned, your dashboard should not just be, I just want to see website data. How's my website performing? It's just too broad of a question. What you really want to do is think about what you're trying to achieve with your website or your marketing objectives or your tactics, whatever you're working on. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to get more sales? Are you trying to get more traffic to your website? Are you trying to get business insight to make your processes more efficient? What is the goal? What are you trying to achieve with what you're doing? That's the first step